Hello guys, and welcome to part 3 of my little build series here of my IS300. This was shot a week ago, so that is pretty much the current state of the build. But here's some more from the engine build. And these are the pistons. They are for a 1J, but they also fit a 2J if you use 2J connecting rods. The compression will be 1 point higher, so 9.6 or around there. So that's perfect for my application. And yeah, stock bore as well. You see here 86, and they are a very nice piece. They are Chivo. They're from they're from Russia actually. So that goes along well with the Chinese rods, I guess. And you can see here they just look like Wiseco or any of the other brands, Manly or whatever. They look exactly like those, and I already measured them, and they are within 1 gram as well. So I can mix them up so they match. So we're here. I'm about to fit some piston rings to my pistons, and I'm being watched by a cunt over here who is building a
really fast 2JT.
Isn't that a BMW? Anyway, this is some kind of a tedious work because you have to be pretty spot on when you're mounting these rings, because if you don't, you're gonna either scratch your bores in the engine or, well, fuck up your pistons. And we don't want that. We want to make some power and not do this all over again in a bit. So yeah, this is what I'm currently doing, lining them up and of course numbering them, putting them in order so they stick to each piston and they don't get mixed up. And I've already weighed them. They weigh the same, 389 grams, which is quite unusual. It's Russian pistons, so they're not exactly known for their what do you call it, quality of measurement. Anyway, these pistons are going in block, you see here, and right now this isn't the only engine that's being built right here. If you follow me here, you can see this cunt over here. He's about to make some measurements and some adjustments for the firewall and make a plate for it so it doesn't smoke inside the cabin. And this is the engine that's going in. It's a dot block, pretty beefy stuff. Yeah, and over here the cams, 272 cams. And what do we have? Do we have a? There should be an engine. Oh, it's some. There's an engine there. This old one works perfectly. Just wanted a dot block instead. Oh, it's this one. That's first. Okay, it's easy to get mixed up. Frederick. It is Frederik's engine. So we're here. Here was at the stage of fitting the piston rings and yeah, assembling them. Yeah, this is the old one on the left, the original GE pistons and rods. In the middle, the ones from Frederik's GTE, and on the right, the set that was going in the fourth set. As you can tell, it's a big difference. Here I'm just using ERP loop tear off to get a feel of the difference. So yeah. And here you can see they've been mounted in the block, or in the crank rather, and it felt like quite a milestone actually, because it was the first feeling of completeness, even though there was no head on yet. But yeah, it was a very nice feeling to see this. So, and here I'm showing you the head gasket. I, as many others do, use the GTE head gasket OEM. Here's the part number. Det tænker jeg også. Yeah, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't go with one of those, since they are rated for like 1200 horsepower or something like that. And yeah, I also was in two minds whether I should use the copper grease paste or spray that some people use. Here in the garage, people were like 50-50 on whether I should do it, so I opted not to. It was a fresh decked both block and head, so I figured that would be good enough. Had it been just, you know, old head gasket that had been replaced and I hadn't decked either block or head, I might have chosen otherwise, but yeah. And there was a bit of not scuff marks, but some small kind of debris from cleaning, so I just wanted to get rid of that. Not easy to do with one hand, as you know, but I obviously cleaned thoroughly off camera. But yeah, there were a bit of debris left over. And here you see the gasket mounted with the ARP bolt. That was a bit of a terrifying moment when they had to be mounted, or installed rather. And here's the head, very nice, clean looking head. And the ARP bolt.
Here I go, man.
Yeah. And here's the head mounted. I was in the middle of installing pockets. It will be getting upgrade cams at one point, but not now. And yeah, I was also in two minds about mounting the GTE oil pump, but due to me not having oil squirters in the block, I opted not to. And when going E85, I figured there would be cooling enough. And yeah, here's the oil pan. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess cleaning, but as you can see here, I also drilled the oil return from the tuber. And here I'm cleaning the GE oil pump. I also took it apart, but I didn't show that, or film that rather. And here's the oil pan installed. I used some Permatix, but the FIP gel would have been great as well. Oh, and yeah, I included this clip to show that some mechanics are sociopaths. There's no other word for it. This guy scraped off all the icing off a cake and, yeah, wanted to hand it over because he didn't want to eat all the sugar. Isn't that just crazy? Why eat cake at all then? And it's a recurring thing that happens. And here I'm just installing the Gates thermostat. Everything else I bought was SKF, water pump and so on, timing belt. But yeah, Gates thermostat it was. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm ending this video with some stills of some of the parts that I end up using. This is a manifold I bought, 3 millimeters in thickness. A V-band, of course, very nice and cheap. And here's the gasket kit I bought OEM from Toyota. Here's the parts number. I obviously couldn't use the head gasket due to it being a GE head gasket kit, or gasket kit rather. But yeah, that's just some pictures from installing the seals and so on. Also on the oil pump thingy. And here's the finished product, pretty much. Yeah, rear main seal as well. And yeah, this was from some of the cleaning. The toothbrushes is really handy. And this is more of the finished product, I guess. And yeah, it looks like a mess, but there was some sort of system. And here's the manifold being test fitted. Look very nice. And I guess that's pretty much it. I'll hope you'll have a happy Easter and hope you'll come back in a week's time.
next Friday I'm gonna release the next part of this build series. So yeah, thank you very much, and bye bye.